fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, Prescott. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Shavarius Ward in on the tackle.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 5.
Prescott down. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And a short pickup to about the 25. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Here's a 2nd and 7.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
5 rushing offense, and we see this especially early in the game. They're going to do their best to keep you honest. They don't want you getting in the habit of stacking the box, so that's a good throw there. And they're able to come up with the first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
To throw is Prescott.
We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Steelers are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season, and they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it, you work all summer pointing toward that opening game, you get the win, but then you don't carry it on from there. How will they bounce back from these losses and try and get right?
That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
This will be fielded at the 17.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind and try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Another big gain or two in succession as this one goes for 32.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Let's go
They
now.
head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Ready.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points are given away and could cost them a ball game?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You look at this Steeler defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here we go. Here we go. 26.
On first down, Womack. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 47.
Here's Prescott.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Andrew
picks it off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. This one brought in by Jefferson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play call is working very well for them right now.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Fryermuth from 6 yards away. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Cowboy 80.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd down, Womack sheds off the tackle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game,
rush coming, and he's taken down. Alex Highsmith making a nice play and getting the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
The Vikings on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 31-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll run on 1st down. Womack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now. Womack. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
46.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
Kill. At 47.
Prescott to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This now a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Touchdown! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
Back to throw again. And this one too low.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Try! And he's brought down after a very nice game. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Go.
They'll look to throw again. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half.
Okay,
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Gibbs, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got his tight end Fryermuth right side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Come on, come on. Set.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory.
47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4. The throw over the middle taken in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and 4. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. So the completion good for 7 there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 4 there that gives him a new set of downs. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are back within a score. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Steelers 17.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
The 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
Back to throw here.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
Hey. 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect him to do exactly that.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Steelers 17.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Now back to throw. That's Samuel caught left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. try to run this one in. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The kick by Joseph is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Ready! Go!
They go play action here on 1st down. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with it.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space. There they elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. There's Hawkinson in the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Vikings have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4 touchdown passes. They're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll weave all the way up to just a few yards shy of midfield. A great return.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
A good start to the drive here. That's caught out on the left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. He hits his target, Lockett. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 26 yards. And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
From the 43, here's 2nd down at 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Womack. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Prescott now. And now here is another interception. And the Steelers will take over here just shy of the 30. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Up the middle they go. Womack. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but and my goodness, another interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lops. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt picks up his second sack of the afternoon. And here's Ryan Wright now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Here we go.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the